Start off with the Nation newspaper on the front page of the Nation newspaper. The big story says Wike, Makinde, Ortom Shun Atiku's campaign launch. Ugwayi, Ikpazu, Southwest chieftains also absent. NEC members alleges 28 million naira offer to derail opposition party. PDP flag bearer promises restructuring, good governance. We also have still here on the front page of the Nation, CBN goes after states, farmers, over 600 billion naira on paid loans. My leadership will inspire Nigeria to greater heights, says Tinubu. APC supporters march on Abuja as Obi storms Jos. Of course, we talked about the campaigns launching yesterday. So the different parties are trying to bring their best foot forward. At the top of the paper, we have three more stories to go. Machina, not Lawan, is Yobe North senatorial candidate on page 3. Court rule, Obi Dati 23, rally can't hold at Lekki Tollgate. I've seen mixed conversations about this. On the one hand, they're saying the rally can't hold. On the other hand, they're saying the court has ruled that the rally can't hold at the Lekki
those are clickbait headlines because the ruling did say that they can hold their rally. They're only saying that there shouldn't be any gathering at the tollgate or blocking of the tollgate, which the obedience as they're called haven't said that they were planning to do. They want to hold a rally. They haven't said they're blocking anywhere. So these are just clickbait headlines. That they pull you in to read more on that story.
This year, civilian killed in attack on Oyo police station on page 4. Akeredolu to federal government. Arms are to protect Ondo residents. And final story, federal government NNPC to inject 20 million cylinders through new gas firm. That's all we can take this morning on the Nation newspaper.
All right. Still here in Nigeria, let's go to the Punch newspapers this morning. Big story, Atiku launches campaign. Books, aggrieved governors boycotts event. Buhari government has failed. Nigeria in disarray. Our federalism faulty, says the PDP candidate. While Ortom, Makinde, Ikpeazu and others won't campaign for ex-vice president, says aides. And also PDP remains a strong party. We are campaigning to win. Governor Emmanuel is speaking here. There's a picture also of the presidential candidate of the PDP during the presentation of books about him in Abuja just yesterday. Also this morning on the Punch, politicians may destroy Nigeria. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo raises the alarm. That's on page 8 of the Punch. And also, once again, clickbait. Obi supporters can't gather at Lekki Tollgate, says the court. Oil theft. Federal government probes exploration and production by IOCs. And states to get $750 million World Bank loan in December on page 27. A few others. Senate ticket. Machina flaws Lawan seeks reconciliation. Just to quickly point out, to add to that story, Ahmad Lawan, who is being spoken about here, has been in the Senate, National Assembly since 1999, 23 years.
It's now feeling like it's an inheritance of some sort.
Yeah.
Lifetime office.
Yeah. Controversy surrounds death of Lagos restaurateur. Family and friends mourn. Finally, PNID scam. Court revokes director's bail. Orders rearrest.
All right, that's all. Let's move over from the Punch newspaper to Newsday Zimbabwe. On the front page of Newsday, very light paper, of course, as well. Parley, SRC on warpath over FIFA ban. Members of Parliament have launched a fresh bid to pay for the lifting of the country's suspension by FIFA, and after imploring sports minister to ensure the Sports and Recreation Commission reinstates the suspended Ziffer board led by Felton Kamambo by October 31. So yes, they're basically looking into suspension here. Resign, MPs tell Chukwuka. And final story here, Kateza Eyes Africa Movie Academy Award on page 13. That's all the story on the front page of the news day in Zimbabwe. Let's head over to Kenya.
All right, on the Daily Nation this morning, 13th Hague man to die. It says, a criminal puzzle, lawyer Paul Gicheru, who was on Monday evening found unconscious in his bedroom, was awaiting an international criminal court verdict in a few weeks on whether he bribed witnesses that were to testify in the collapsed trial of President William Ruto. He was 52, he didn't have any serious ailments and rarely left his house at the upscale Northwood Villas in Karen. All right, of course, I'm seeing that is going to be a developing story also. Death of an ICC suspect. Also, 4 million to be removed from debt list. It says on page 10, Kenyans are set to enjoy cheaper daily Fuliza cost even as President William Ruto yesterday told the Central Bank of Kenya to speed up removal of about 4 million individuals negatively listed on credit reference bureaus for defaulting on loan payments. Interesting news there. There's also breakdown of other ICC suspects who have been killed in recent years. All right. And also how Ruto settled on cabinet nominees. And finally, give up land or pay 1.7 million shillings for junk car, a distressed man has been told. These are the stories on the Daily Nation this morning in Kenya, and that's the final paper we'll be taking at this hour. We have more newspapers coming your way in the second half of Breakfast Central. Remember, as always, you can always tweet at us. If you have views or comments on any of these papers here in Nigeria or anywhere across the continent, simply tweet at News Central TV, and we'll be eager to share your views on television. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we're moving into our top stories.